So I'm not a grognard. I've played every edition of Dungeons & Dragons, and more often than not, I'm on board with whatever the newest version has to offer, with some exceptions. But I keep an open mind whenever new content comes down the pipe. But I'm forced to admit, I still haven't warmed up to Dragonborn as a race, for a couple of reasons. Imagine you live on a property with pigs, maybe it's a farm. One day you look out the window and one of the pigs out there has a human face. Maybe it even looks like your Uncle Tony. But Uncle Tony's cleft palate and pencil-thin mustache aside, it's acting just like a pig. It's nomming on corn cobs and that jack-o'-lantern from your porch. It's rolling in poop. All the while, Uncle Tony's face is smiling at you like he's just hit it big with a scratch-off ticket. Now, this is pre-mass media, so you're not going to cash in making a viral video with this thing. How do you react? Well, at some point, you're going to put on your boots, go outside, and stomp that disgusting little monster into oblivion. Your horror and disgust would make it impossible not to. Now imagine those feelings magnified 100 times. And that's how dragons would feel about Dragonborn. As a race, dragons only answer to themselves and to the gods. I don't believe the draconic ego would ever tolerate seeing a creature with a dragon's likeness waiting in line for beer, or digging a latrine for gnomes. Sure, we had draconians all the way back in 1984, and they worked fine because draconians are acknowledged as the twisted abominations they are. Without Tachesis protecting them, they would quickly be genocided as well. I feel like dragons would have a bounty on the heads of Dragonborn. And wouldn't that be a cool overarching metaplot for Dragonborn characters? You know, having to hide their nature like some of the weirder Eberron races are forced to do? My second problem with Dragonborn is why? I mean, there are so many race options in Dungeons & Dragons already. Does this weirdo really deserve to be one of the core races? Come on in, step up, see the half-man, half-dragon, see what happens when God gets drunk. I understand that dragons are an iconic part of the game, but it feels like this was some kind of ham-fisted marketing choice. Like, we were playing a post-apocalyptic game and suddenly there's a race that's half-man and half-Mad Max Death Truck. Or you're playing Call of Cthulhu and suddenly you can play as a half-elder god investigator. I just don't have a sense of who Dragonborn are as a people. Dwarves are marginalized, insular folk who have always had to work hard and fight for everything they've ever had, and they resent that fact while also being very proud of it. Halflings are soft homebodies. Elves are these transcended immortals with ties to the Fey realms and nature. I don't have a problem with most of the newer races either. Some of them are great. I run Goliaths like Klingons. And we all have an idea of how catfolk should act. But who are these Dragonborn? Were they created to be the slaves of evil dragons? Are they Frankenstein's monsters, resentful of the natural world they have no place in? Every Dragonborn player I've ever seen roleplays them as a self-insert character that can breathe laser farts. The fluff doesn't give us much to go on concerning Dragonborn culture other than that they are tribal and independent. How do you roleplay that with a group? Yeah, look, I've decided this whole adventuring party thing isn't for me. You know, you aren't part of my tribe, and I really value my independence. Okay, make a new character. Now that sounds like a great idea. Please consider donating to my GoFundMe page. The link for that's also in the description below. Thank you to everybody for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that little bell so you don't miss a video. And thank you to all my supporters. We'll have another video up for you very soon.